Okay, welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we are doing a little bit of a background. So what I'm going to do, this is like super easy kind of thing to make. So let's go to the side view right here. Let's go to line view, align camera to view. I'm just going to go G and bring this out, and we'll delete this default cube right here. So essentially what we're doing is just something very minimal. Let's see. So we're going to change our EV out from cycles in the render engine at the side, which should just be above my head. And let's go ahead and add in our torus. We'll go ahead and press S for scale, bring this up just a little bit, and we're going to go right click shade smooth. We'll go ahead with rotate, and you just want to rotate this in a random kind of direction, wherever you would like to have it. I'm going to go ahead and scale this down just ever so slightly, G to bring this across. And I'm going to go rotate once more. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and use a metallic. And we're going to go with red metallic. So we're going to switch out that principal BSDF to metallic BSDF and red. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and duplicate this. And we will go ahead and make a new material at the side right here where it looks like two pieces of paper. We will go ahead and change this one to blue. So now we should have a red and a blue loop. We're going to go with G, bring this across, and G, bring this up. R for rotate at the side right here. We can go R for rotate this way too. And we'll go with G and bring this up. Kind of have these nice little rotations there. And what we can do is take these and then rotate them further to wherever we'd like them. Put one there. Let's go Shift D, and then we'll go ahead and place this a little bit further back. And we'll go ahead and rotate this one as well. It's just kind of a nice little project to do, say if you're just starting with Blender or anything like that. Let's go with Shift D, and then I'll move this one a little bit further back as well. And we can do some depth of field here. So you want to rotate this one at the back too. And once we've got something like this, we should have essentially this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull down the roughness on the blue ones. And I'm going to go ahead and pull down the roughness on the red ones as well. And what I'm going to do is let's add in a plane underneath. S for scale, make sure that it's covering all of where your little loops are, just underneath. So S for scale, bring this out. G, bring this forward. If by any chance you can't see what's going on in the background, go ahead and click your camera and go to clip start, clip end on lens, and just go ahead and extend that. Alright, so for depth of field, we're going to go ahead and click the depth of field at the side under data for camera. We'll go ahead, you have to have the camera selected as well. We'll go ahead and grab the dropper at the side under depth of field. Go ahead and select what you would like in focus. Now, the lower the f-stop, the more blurred everything's going to be. The higher the f-stop, the less blurred everything's going to be. So I'm just going to turn down the f-stop here, and you'll see that this one is in focus and these are not. So this gives us a great opportunity for a background here. Now, if we render this, you'll notice that the lighting's a little bit off. And so what I'm going to do is let's go to the shading tab right here. We're going to give this a material. So we're going to go with new material. You've got principal BSDF in the output right here. We'll add in a texture. So go to add texture. You can do anything for this. You've got wave textures. You've got magic textures. Gabor texture. We've not used that in a while. We could do value to base right here. It kind of gives you kind of this wavy look. Right here. I would say turn the roughness up a little bit as well. If you wanted something a little bit different, we could go to add texture, and you've got gradient texture, if that's something that you wanted. You'd have to add in a color ramp for this if you wanted anything additional, but yes, it's just basically what it is on the tin. It's a grade texture. If you go to add and you go with checker texture, I think we'll use that for today. We now get this nice little chessboard kind of checker texture. So I'm going to do black and white underneath. And we'll see what this looks like in the layout. So now we can see that we have this nice black and white texture going all the way to the back, and it's blurring off into the background. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the world settings. We'll go ahead and make this darker, and then I'm going to amend the lighting for this. So we're going to get rid of the original light right here that we have. Let's go with delete. We'll go to add, plane, G to bring this up, S to scale, and we're going to make this an emission. So let's go with materials, add, we'll call this ME for emission. Switch out that principal BSDF for emission. And when we render this, we should have something like this now. So if you turn up the emission, hopefully this goes up, come on. I was going to turn this off real quick and then up the emission, and then we'll turn it back. So if we do 16 right there, we can see that we've got this nice little shine coming around the ring at the tops, and then we've got the floor underneath. I'm going to adjust the depth of field right here. So let's just put the depth of field up to 0.3 so we can kind of see things in the background, but they're kind of faded. So the more light you add at the front, the less light there will be at the back, kind of obvious. We'll take the plane right here, that's the emission, Shift D, move this across, and then we'll go Shift D, and we'll just go ahead and make a series of these just to about here. Primarily we want that nice little drop off at the back, so I'm going to go with S for scale just to elongate these just slightly, and you'll see with the final results that we have something that looks like this. If you want to, you can go ahead and pull the f-stop up a little bit so you can see some of that texture. And then for this floor right here, to make it look a little bit more solid, just add some more roughness. Yeah, I think that's the tutorial for today. Nice little computer screen backdrop. If you guys liked, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.